The drummer from the shadows. Long ago, in a small quiet village deep inside the forest of Oyo, something strange used to happen every full moon. When the sky turned red and the moon shone bright, people would hear a drum beating from the forest. But no one could see who was playing it. The drumbeat was strong and sweet, but it made the animals hide, and even the elders refused to go outside. They called it the drum of the shadows. Now listen carefully, because this is the story of how that drum came to be. In that same village lived a young boy named Akin. Akin loved drumming more than anything in the world. He could make happy beats that made babies laugh, and fast beats that made warriors dance. But Akin's drum was old and cracked. Sometimes, it didn't sound good. He dreamed of owning a big, shiny drum, one that sounded like thunder. One day, a rich chief came to Akin and said, "I heard you're the best drummer in this village. I give you a new golden drum if you play for the gods during the full moon." Akin's eyes shined. "A golden drum," he said. The chief smiled strangely. "Yes. Just make sure you play it all night, and never stop until the moon disappears." The night of the full moon. That night, Akin went to the chief's compound. The chief gave him a drum, black and shiny, made from strange wood. It looked beautiful, but also scary. "Remember," the chief whispered, "play till the moon goes down." Akin nodded and began to play. Dum. 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 The sound was powerful. The trees shook. The birds flew away. Even the ground rumbled under his feet. But then, something happened. From the dark forest, shadows began to move, tall, thin shapes with glowing eyes. They danced around Akin's drum, whispering and laughing. Akin tried to stop playing, but his hands wouldn't stop. It was like the drum was controlling him. He cried out, "Help me," but the chief was gone. Suddenly, the chief appeared again. He was smiling, but not a kind smile. "Thank you, boy," he said. "Now my enemy spirits are trapped forever." "You did well." Akin shouted, "What do you mean? This drum is cursed." The chief only laughed and walked away. Akin tried to break the drum, but as he raised his hand, lightning struck. The ground opened, and the shadows pulled Akin inside the forest. The drum rolled into the darkness, still beating softly. Years later. Many years passed. The villagers stopped hearing Akin's voice, but they still heard the drum every full moon. Some said it was the wind. Some said it was Akin's spirit, still trying to finish his song. No one dared to go near the forest, until one brave girl named Ifunanya came along. Ifunanya was curious and fearless. One night, she followed the sound of the drum, holding a small lantern. She walked deep into the forest, and there, under the glowing red moon, she saw a boy with bright eyes, drumming alone. He looked at her and said softly, "Tell them, never play a drum made for darkness." Before she could speak, the boy vanished, leaving only a broken drum glowing on the ground. Since that day, the villagers never played drums during the red moon again. They tell their children, greed can make even sweet music turn dark. And sometimes, when the wind blows through the forest, you can still hear the beat of a lonely drum. Dum. 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 J. The drummer from the shadows is still there, playing his song, waiting for someone foolish enough to listen.